We're looking at the new project function in qdap, and what this function does is it creates a project template that helps you with your workflow by creating a directory with a bunch of subdirectories that are typical for a qualitative researcher. Let's take a look at what the actual function does. So in the command line you would type new _ project, and then you'd have to name it. Foo, we'll call it. And you see over here to the left, open up, it created a directory with a bunch of subdirectories. And what this does is house all the parts of the research process in one location, from very early on with raw data clear to the end where you're at report writing time. And it works really rather nicely with the RStudio. So if we click on this foo.r project, it'll actually open up in RStudio. And when you do that, there is a .r profile specific to each project created. Let's have a look at it. And what it did was open up all these packages and source this extra functions. So for instance, if we type email, it would give us all the emails information for the people on the project, okay, because it's sourcing those functions. And if you're curious, hey, what are all these different directories or folders, what are they for? If you come over here in the project workflow guide, it's a PDF, you can just simply open it up and it tells you a bit about each of the different folders and files in the project template that was created by new project. Okay, and again, the researcher may want to start with placing raw data. Let's have a look at what is in this directory. You see audio, field notes, things that a typical qualitative researcher may collect for their data, and then they may from there generate transcripts. So you'd want some raw transcripts that you could place in there. Typically a docx file, and from there the researcher would probably go into analysis, and the first step is to really clean your data. And here we have an R script. It's really scalable, but it helps you to read in your files from the clean transcripts. So again, you would want to have your raw transcripts, you go through them, clean them, place them in clean transcripts, then you'd read them in here, and you'd save them to to data here as a clean .r data file for easy sourcing. And then you would do different types of analysis. You have different scripts here, some visualization or plots. You may want a code book, different documents. Maybe you have a paper call for papers or something like that, or agreements between parties. And then you may want to store plots. And then really the last stage is reports writing. And let's click on reports. What you have is another directory created by the reports package, and it's really too large to talk about here, but if you want more information on the reports package, you can simply type browse vignettes, download the reports package, of course, browse vignettes, then package equals reports, and you can get a HTML vignette of the reports package, which goes into detail about the reports package. And inside of this reports package, the reports folder, you have different aspects associated with the report. So articles you may collect, you can read those in for easy referencing, outline perhaps, presentation, which utilizes Solidify to create really nice looking HTML presentations, all sorts of different frameworks. And then you have the report, and here you see I use LaTeX as my default document writing system. Perhaps you like docx, which is used by Microsoft Word or Open Office, and that's okay. You can pass if you type $new project, brings up the help file, and you can see these ellipses, and it says other arguments passed to new report. And we go to that, and it says template, and you can actually pass different templates and change. Right now it's a LaTeX document. Type in templates from the reports package, and it gives you a listing of different templates you can use. Above here are more direction, but down below then it's just a simple list. And let's say you want to use a docx. You would use APA6 qual doc right here. Simply go back to new project. Let's call it foo2 and use template equals APA6 qual underscore doc, and it created that. Let's open up that in our studio, and you'll see it looks very similar to the last project template. And the only difference is when we go into reports here at the bottom, and we go into report, you'll see we now have a docx file, and this docx is a template that's in APA6 format, abstract, and various headings, and in references and appendices. So this has been a guide on how to use the new project from the qdap package to help with workflow for qualitative researchers.